Okay. Now, you might be wondering, why are you looking at this table like this? Well, it's because I'm about to show you the product that I got. Now, for the title, you probably already know what it is, but I got yet another new TV. You might wonder, well, why am I getting so many TVs left and right? Well, you'll see. Okay. So, for starters, some of you probably remember this one here. And might think, oh yeah, you probably already do. But you think, I could use another one of those. I got a second one. But I didn't want this for the TV part itself. Also maybe because this one doesn't have the AV connections, whereas this one does. There's a certain reason why I wanted this one though. Because, for one, it came with the original power adapter. Okay, great. But I'm still not done. It has its color adapter too, which will be useful. It has the other stuff too, like it has antenna connection stuff, which I'm also thinking just gonna take the antenna off of the top of both of these anyway. They're not gonna be useful for anything. And plus, you can't be using antennas anymore on these anyway, since there's no analog stations. But that's not the TV that I wanted to show in this video, though. So, actually, neither of these will. I'll just stick them here for now. So that way, they're all away. So you might think, wait, what do you mean by new TV? Well, let me go and grab something. Okay. Now, it might be my ball. This heavy and bulky TV right here. And I mean, no, I'm not getting rid of it completely. You're still gonna see it, don't worry. But for my video game videos, this thing here flickers a lot. And you saw how, like, in the TiVo DVO videos, it had lines, like, scrolling across the screen or whatever, or on any of my videos. Or even the DirecTV DVO one, where it had lines scrolling. That's probably very annoying to you guys. So I'm trying to give you the best experience possible with any TV and any video. Now, you might wonder, because of that, why not just hook a system like this V-Smile up to an HD flat panel TV? Well, that's not going to give you the best experience either, because of one thing. This is meant for composite video. And first off, HD TVs do have the right ports, provided it's an older model. But the thing about those is if you hook the V-Smile up to an HD TV, it's gonna look terrible. And by the way, forget about connecting them to those new 4K TVs anyway, because the only port that they have is HDMI. And for those video game consoles like that, the Xbox original, the Atari, the other stuff I have, how am I gonna hook them up to a 4K Ultra HD TV? And plus, even if you manage to get this to HDMI adapter, it's still not gonna look very good because it's not an HD signal. So that pretty much leaves us with one option, or a few options. This TV here, which once again I could use, but then again it has pretty much 3 of those inside of it, an RGB version of that thing, so it's not gonna work very well because it's gonna flicker a lot. So, then what do we left it? Well, there's a few options. Either I do not do the videos at all, which I know you're not going to want. I know you're going to want to see the videos for these old V-Smile games I have. I mean, here's just a few of them that I have, so... I know, of course. Yes, I know. I have 2 of these, and it's kind of strange how I have 2 of them. But I know you're probably going to want to see a video on this, would you? As well as probably a video on this one here. But, yeah. But how am I going to do that? If HD TVs look terrible, the big real projection flickers a lot, and it's also too big. The CRT flickers a lot, and this thing flickers, and who wants to see it on a black and white screen? So, I pretty much have one more option, the projector. Now, I don't want to have to bring the projector out every single time I do a video like this. So, I pretty much out of options. Or do you think I'm out of options just yet? Let's find out about that. Okay. Now you might think, oh yeah, new TV. Well, I'm about to show it to you in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, what this is this right here is a flat panel TV. However, this is going to be perfect for my needs because of one reason. Okay, so first off, composite video with S-video and an analog tuner. Okay? Now, on this side, it's component as well as another composite port. So, if you look at the top, you can see those another set of composite ports. Okay? Now, you might think, oh, component, this is an HD TV. No. This is not an HD TV. In fact, this is a standard definition TV. So, I'm gonna get the power cord real quick. Which I conveniently wrapped up. Oh, this is not the original remote, by the way. But I conveniently wrapped it up. So it looks just like this. Yes, it's next to our power supply. Good if the power supply fails on a TV. Like, for example, if you unplug it with it on and the power supply goes out. Except this TV is very old anyway. It's actually from 2002. Oh, I forgot to show you the model number on it. So let's have a little look at that. Look at the back of it. So, it is... The model number is LC-13B2UB. It's a 13-inch flat panel LCD TV. And it's a Sharp Aquos. Aquos meaning it's a premium TV from Sharp. If it wasn't an Aquos TV, then it would just say Sharp, and it wouldn't be the premium lineup. Back in the day, this was like a $1,500 TV. Yes, I'm serious. This was like a $1,500 TV. I don't know why it costed that much, but yeah, okay. So as I'm getting it hooked up, I'm gonna tell you a little something. This is actually a Goodwill find. And yes, literally have the price sticker right here. Okay. It says $7.99 on it. But I actually only paid $4 for this. Why? Because it was half off day. So, for now, I'm just hooking up the V-Smile to it, so that way I could actually show it to you. So, yeah. I just know you don't really want to see me hook it up. But, we're good for now. Just so that way I can show it to you actually operating. Okay. Now, what's nice about this TV is that you can actually tilt it. Okay? Okay. Now, the style. I'm just going to set it right here for now. Oh. You don't really need to see the entire thing. Now, you might think, oh yeah, the TV's broken because you press the power button on the remote, our remote control is not programmed, and nothing happens. Why is that? Well, that is because on the top of this TV, there is a main power button. Now, this is one of those TVs where it's lifted up, and this TV is completely off. It's not in some standby mode. So, I'm going to press the power button. Watch this indicator light. It's going to go red, then green. Red means it's in standby mode. Green means it's operating. Oh, yeah, and by the way, remote control is going to stay right here. So that way you see that it's process. I'm not actually pressing a power button on it. Okay, here we go. Okay. Now, let me just put it into standby mode real quick. You see right down there how the power LED is red? Now look at this. Okay. It says AV1. Now the input names are AV1, AV2, component, and the channels. I'm going to read that for now. But that's pretty much what it has. And then it just goes right back to AV1. Now, picture quality. Now, I know it's a little bit blurry, but let's go down just a little bit. Okay. Now, you think that's pretty readable? I think it is. How about you guys? And for me, it's for sure readable, even if I zoom in on the screen like I'm gonna do, but... Now, yes, I know the picture is a little bit crooked, but... That's actually very readable. It's not as bad as if I were to hook it up to an HD TV. Now, what might make it even a little bit different is if I go... No, not that. But, yeah, I'm still getting used to how the menu works. If I go down to the sharpness... and I turn it all the way up. Now, I highly do not recommend you do that, but you can actually see how it does with the text. So, and I mean, that's actually very readable even on the lowest setting, but for this purpose, I'm probably going to leave it right here. So, yeah. So, that looks pretty readable to you, doesn't it? I mean, I'm sure it does, because this is the TV that I'm actually going to do the videos on for the V-Smile. Now, let's switch games up a little bit. Let me just take this one out and put this one in. See what it does. See what it does. Oh yeah, just like always, the V-Smile. It has power sometimes. Okay, there we go. It should go into the game. Me forgetting how long it's been since I cleaned it. I haven't cleaned it in forever. But now, what would make it even more readable is if I did this differently. But this TV is actually perfect for the system. As you can see, all the text is readable, pretty much. Now, yes, I know it is a little bit blurry. This system was always a little bit blurry, even if I will hook it up to a CRT TV. But let me connect the controller and we're going to see what happens. So, okay. Controller is connected. Now, we can go to the options. For example, as you can see, we have all this. But, let me just show you some. So yeah, I'm just showing you like a little something here. Now, since I have no sound, I don't know what to do, but since there's no sound, I don't really know how to play because I have the TV muted. I could unmute it if I want to and go play again.
With the finishing touch, find 3 pieces of food that are purple.
Okay, purple.
Lavender. Fig. Find 1 piece of food that's green. Are you sure?
See, works perfectly fine. Yes, I'll do a actual gameplay video with this TV, so that way you can actually see it. And I did color calibrate it to the best of my ability. However, color calibration options are so limited considering these are the only options it has. You can only change the picture, the tint, the color, the black level, the sharpness, and some of this other stuff as well as the color system. Now, if you are messing around with the color system a little bit, you can make it black and white, or you can make it do this. Now, this is an NTSC signal, so if you set it to power, it's not going to work correctly. I just use it on auto. There we go. So yeah, that's pretty much an overview of the TV. I'm going to disconnect the system now. Yeah, I don't need the menu. Okay. So we just back up here. Oops, one time. And I'm gonna do my final opinions on what I think about this TV and how it's actually gonna make my channel better. So let me disconnect this all and rewrap up the power cable, and we're gonna talk about the final opinion on this particular TV. Okay, now just overall, how do I think of this TV? Well, I think, like, by today's standards, it's really not the best. But, I mean, it's not the best TV that I have in this house. So, but it's gonna make videos a whole lot easier for those video game systems. It's gonna be a lot less flickery. It's not gonna be as bad looking as if I were to hook it up to just a standard flat panel HD TV. And overall, I think it's gonna make some of my video content even better than it was. However, there are just a few downsides to this. So first off, back in the day, this was considered a premium TV because it's Sharp's Acros line. Except, I really cannot justify this as a premium TV because back then, a premium TV would have been at least an enhanced definition television or whatever. And this is a standard definition. In fact, I don't know. It's not even a digital TV because of how old it is. However, the real projection one that is literally right behind here is just a little bit newer. And it's still better than this one. Yet that one costed a little bit more than this one did. And there was a huge size difference. So by the way, hold on real quick. I'm gonna look at how old the Sony is. That's a 2003 model. As well as the Tube TV is a 2003 model. This is a 2002. So this is older than the Tube TV. Now you might wonder, hey, so this is older than the other TVs, you think it's worse? Well, it's not. It's not worse. I mean, think about this one here, for example. This is a 2001 model. And even though it still works, you just really can't use it anymore. And this is a 2002. And for my use case, it still has some life in it. So yeah. Now, how do I rate this TV on my scale? By today's standards. Well, out of 10 stars, because of how low definition this is, I'll go like a 3.5 out of 10. Just because of how low definition it is. However, back in the day, when this first came out, I'll probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10. Because of it being a flat panel, it was revolutionary at the time. But the reason I only give it a 7.5 out of 10 is because real projection TVs started to get digital tunnels inside them. And around the time that this was made. And I still don't know why they didn't put a digital tunnel inside of that. So, except if they did have a digital tunnel inside though, I will probably give it like an 8.5 out of 10. So, that's how I would rate this TV. So, yeah. That's a video on this 13-inch Sharp Aquos TV from 2002 that I found at Goodwill for $4 because of half off day, and I'm gonna use it for all these new videos. Especially for older video game systems. Oh yes, and you will see other videos related to this TV. So, yeah, that's pretty much the end of that video. So, bye. Bye for now. And remember, peace out, everyone.